They don't even know what's coming for them. Get ready to light it up tonight.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy. And great, coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Porter. Hansen is out there with Lewis. And there's Anderson, so we can't get either to fall. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And Barnes sends it back. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Tipped away. Porter with the steal. Pass to Lewis. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Hansen. Defended by Sharp. 4 on the shot clock. Hansen can hit.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Anderson. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Wood pass to Potter. Again, New Orleans turns it over. Nuggets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Hansen. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And it's Thunder missing. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Now Lewis. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. The Nuggets trail by 8. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's Hansen, and the layup is good.
Well, look, he's struggled so far, but maybe that basket is all he needs to get going.
Here's Barnes. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Anderson passes to Lewis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Pass to Thunder. Here's Sharp. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's Thunder missing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it, and he gets it back. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Air high, covered by Barnes. Here's Hansen. There's the pick. No good on the three.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Down low. Ball stolen. It's 2-on-1. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Picked him clean. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Boom, he jams it straight down. The Nuggets trail by 10. And here is Lewis. Still yet to score. To the middle. Here's Erhan. Shot clock at 3. Lewis gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Potter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Coach, at this stage of the season, are teams' identities that well-defined?
Well, Kevin, they better be. If you don't have an identity at this point, I don't know how you're going to get one. Look, you're going to improve in whatever you do as the season.
Wood out there with Knox. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Sharp. And it's Thunder in at the shooting guard. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Barnes.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Team foul.
Here's Thunder. Here's Wood. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Anderson.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. On defense, New Orleans. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Thunder, covered by Kersey. Pass to Sharp. Here's Thunder. They set the screen. Hands it from downtown. Sharp's got 9 points.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Driving inside. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Ford, and here is Hughes. 5 on the clock. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. To the left wing. The wide open look here for Wood. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ford against Wood. Will it go? Ford, no luck.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
From the arc. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He ended up with 28 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Sharp. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. From deep, Wood trains the three-pointer. Wood's got 8 points. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Evans, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Substitution on the court.
Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Anderson kicks to Lewis. Pass to Hansen. Five to shoot. Fires for 3. Evans with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Hansen. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters. And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. To the paint. Here's Potter. Anderson with the block. Poked away. Lewis on the way. The three. Drills it from outside. Lewis has got 6 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Thunder passes to Wood. The three. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Air high, covered by Evans. Back to Lewis. The kick out to Porter. Lewis on the way. Jacks up a three. Pelicans with the rebound. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Pass to Anderson. Here's Erhan. Evans with some nice D.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Substitution for your opponent. Wagner.
Claxton with it. Takes a three. Trains it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Hansen, and the rejection by Claxton. Hansen can't hit. New Orleans has gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Pass to Thunder. Claxton with it. Here's Thunder. 20 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Takes it inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness. .116 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Hansen. And just miss after miss right now.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Wagner, right side. Here's Thunder. 22 points for him. Pass to Claxton. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hansen the pass to Lewis. 30 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Hansen. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. Hansen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
Taking a look at the Pelicans, the season is still in its infancy, but they've got the firepower and they're playing with great effort.
You just want to see them stay hungry all season long.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Denver Nuggets.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Hansen. Porter is out there with Anderson. Then it's Lewis from downtown. Pelicans pull it in. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Thunder. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he jams it with authority.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Lewis gets the bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Thunder passes to Barnes. Here's Thunder. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. 31 points for Thunder.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Hansen can hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Wood passes to Thunder. Now, here's Sharp. 9 points in the game so far. Rebound by the Nuggets. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Thunder. And he dunks it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Hansen. He has 6. Anderson the screen. Outside Lewis. They get it back. Here's Hansen. Good on the triple. Hansen's got 9 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Barnes passes to Thunder. Sharp on the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this. but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Anderson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Lewis, and Barnes sends it back. Inside, and finished off by Wood.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Denver's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. To the inside, here's Erhan. Good D by Barnes. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 14 to out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Erhan covered by Barnes. And again, Denver no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Erhan goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Nuggets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Lewis outside. Got a piece of it. Here's Hansen. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Pass to Potter. Off target with his 3. For Denver, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
And that's his 4th. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Ford's checked in. Outside, Lewis. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his... Called here, the Pelicans decide to talk it over. So Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching... See the Pelicans taking the double.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint.